Hello and welcome to Babysteps in Create Studio 4 Part 17, the colorfill effect. I'm Tony of Tony's Tutorials and we're on version 4.0.15 of Create Studio 4. First of all, let's use our mouse and drag the cursor over to where it says start from scratch, this rectangle here, and we're going to left click it with the mouse button. Right. Now we're in the canvas area, which is a new project, and what we're going to do is we're going to go right over to the left top corner where it says Create Studio, and just beneath us are the icons in a column there. We're going to go to the first icon, which is a media folder. I'm going to click on there. You can download stuff from any one of these: Vecteezy, Pexels, Pixabay, Giphy, Cover, or svgapi.com to get some assets from them. I've already picked some on the global area which I'm going to use, which I've already downloaded ages ago. So here it is. It's this image here. So what I did was I used the slider. I left clicked on it, held it while I was dragging it down with the mouse to get to the part I wanted. Right, now click on the item that I want, which is that. I'm going to left click and hold, and I can either put it onto the canvas or drag it down to the timeline like so, and then I'll release the left mouse button wherever I have it on. Right, now what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut the side of it because it's way too big, and what I want to do is I'm going to put it to 8. Right, so what I've done is I've clicked on the mark where it says 8 more or less, and the playhead's got to there. Right, once that's there, what I need to do is click on the element so that it's selected, and then I'll go to the cut mark here, and that little icon there, that's it. Right, so if you click on that with the left mouse button, it will cut it into where the playhead is. Right, into there. So you've got two pieces there, and the right side is still selected, the left side is not. Because the right side is selected, I can now right click on it and click delete with the left mouse button, and it'll delete the right side. If you stay on the left hand side and try doing it, you could delete the left side. So I wanted to keep the left side, and that's what we've done. Right, but it's a very vivid image of a landscape with a river in it, and it's quite nice. Right, so that's why I've chosen this one. It's quite a nice picture, or video I should say. Right, so what we're going to do now is go right over to the left hand side again, to the top corner where it says Create Studio, and we're going to count down the icons that are in that column. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now number 5 is like a 4-pointed star with 2 little stars to its left, and it's called the effects and components. Right, I'm going to click on that with the left mouse button, and it brings up the thumbnails. Right, we've already done the first 8 there, which is the glitch, green screen, doodle, clip speed, filters, color correction, sharpness, and turbulence. And what we're going to do is we're going to use this slider here by left clicking on it, holding it with the left mouse button, and dragging the mouse down to bring up the next one, which is jitter, which we done last time, and this one is the color fill, which is the one we're going to use. Right, now you can click on that with the left mouse button and drag it onto the canvas if you wish, or you can drag it onto the timeline, onto the actual piece that you want. Right, now as you can see, I've done that, and it comes up with the settings here, and it's called an overlay according to the effects there, and you've got the what do you call it? I forget what you call it now. You got this switch button here, which is flips it on and off, so you can have the effect on or off, and you got this X button here to switch it off completely. So if you wanted it back on, you'd have to go back to the effects and drag it back on. Right, so that one does that, takes it off and takes it on. So if you want to just take it off to see what it looks like without it, you can do it that way, and if you put it back on, it will should still have the same properties you put on the settings there, right? At the moment we're not going to touch the settings. I just want to show you what it looks like. As you can see, it's an overlay and it's yellow, but is it covering the whole of the scene? Of course it is. Yes, it is. Yeah, as you can see, I'm playing it and all you got is a yellow screen because the overlay is completely covering it. It hasn't got any lack of opacity. It's completely filled in, so that's why it's like that, right? As well as that, you haven't put the in animation or out animation or taken any opacity off it that way, and the color is defaulted as yellow, but you can change it to a different color. So let's change it to pink, okay, for a change. We'll do that, right? And we could change the opacity to somewhere about 50 if you wish. Let's try 50 that way. So just type that in and that's it, it's on. Now if I click that back on there and go to effects, overlay, see, I didn't press enter when I put 50 in then. So if you do type it in, remember to press the enter button to get it to be 50. So this is what it'll look like that. So we play that and that's just normal, the color that it'll be the color of whatever you changed the overlay to, right? So let's go back in. So what about this in animation? Can we try that? Let's try that. Okay, so we do that on there. Should have gone on there. It ain't gone on there in animation. Let's turn that off and turn it back on and try it again. Let's go back to the beginning. As you can see the image before it goes pink. That's what happens. The in animation leaves it to the normal color for a bit. Let's just have a look at it on here. There you can see it, look. Right now, if I drag that along, it'll take longer to change the color, right? So let's just do that. Bring it to the beginning and you'll see it's slowly changing color gradually, right? You could have it completely solid if you wanted. You don't have to have the opacity on it. Any opacity taken off it, I mean. So let's just change that back to 100. For example, I want to show you something. We're doing it like that, right? So now if we do that, we could add a text here at the end of there, like somewhere there. Let's just do that and just take that back a bit. Will that be? My computer seems to be playing up lately. I don't know what's going on, but there's something going on. As you can see, it's not doing what I'm asking it to do. Get annoying. There we go. Right, now we've done it. Now what I want to do is click on it and get a motion on for in and out. So let's just fade in and fade out on this one. Right, so we've got fade in and fade out for that. And on the actual wording, when I get into the middle there, I'm going to change that to something like the end, maybe. Oh, I put a B at the beginning somehow. I must have just caught it at the end. Something like that, you could do that. Right, so for example, let me show you, say, from the beginning. So here's the end of the story where they're going home back to where the river is and that, and that's the end of the story. You could do that. Right, so that's one way of using it. Right, another way of using it is by taking that this way a bit. Let's say we're going to do something like a say it's a kind of advertisement for holiday resorts or something. You could do that, right? And then we're going to click on this one, go to the effects, overlay, add the out animation on the other side. So we can make it go to there and to there. Then you could click on that. I want that one, sorry. Effect. Change the effect to a different colour. You want a different colour. Let's say orange or something. Like that orange colour, right? And you could put something else like, let's say something like fantastic scenery, for example. You know, something like that. You could have fantastic scenery. Don't worry about that. I'll go off in a minute. My internet keeps having a funny problem for some reason. I don't know why. It should be alright in a minute. There you go. Alright, so we'll have that. Alright, let's go to the beginning, play it and see what happens. Alright. Like that. Comes back out and shows you the rest of it. Right, you could do that or something similar, right? And that's basically what you can do with it. I mean, you could have it so that it's got less opacity on it if you wanted, or something. But you know, it's down to you really, basically. But there's no other choices other than those 4 items. You know, you could have just a fill out at the end and not the fill in at the beginning. So if you do that and put that on there, right, and then we go, let's take that way, and there's something there like, just give me a chance to do this right in a sec. To there somewhere, I want it. If it'll start moving for me. There we go. And just change that to something else like, I mean, just change the text in a minute if it'll give me a chance to. It's taking a long time to get this working, unfortunately. Right, so okay, we could do that. The story begins. Let's do change the colour of the effect to sort of like blue, for example. The blue, yeah. And oops, I didn't mean to click off it. Let's go back on and opacity, say 75, for example. Right. Let's go like that. Let me just start this way. You could do that. The story begins. Fades out, and then you get the picture. Okay. So that's how you can use this overlay effect that they've added, which is like colorfill. There isn't much else you can do with it really, but it's an idea for you to add to, I don't know, text, or you could have put an image there instead and add that coming on that particular, like all the bloke saying something, or we're here in wherever it is, the place where you're going to, or something like that. But other than that, that's the whole of that colour fill. There ain't a lot else you can do with it really. It depends on your imagination what you can do with it. You might be able to use it for several different clips and do them differently according to what you want to, you know, do a holiday clip, for example. That was the example I gave. But if you have any questions about it, please do ask me on either my Reddit group, which is Movavi Software on the Reddit group, or the Create Studio for Dummies, as I'm a moderator on both of those, which is on Facebook, the Create Studio for Dummies, right? So if you want to look there for me and speak to me through there, you can, or you can always leave me a message on my video, underneath my video on YouTube if you want to. You can also find me on TikTok and Instagram as well. So if you have any questions, please do ask any questions, and I'll try and help you as best I can, because that's what I like to do. I like to help people. So I hope you enjoyed the video anyway, and if you did, please like and subscribe to Tony's Tutorials. Thank you very much, and see you later.